Artificial intelligence has just entered into a super cycle. I believe that in 2025, we are about to see the largest returns that we have yet out of artificial intelligence. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up, leave a comment below on what you believe is going to be the best AI ticker and the reason why, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. So let's just dive right in on this. I don't want to waste your time whatsoever. Let's dive into what is going to be the 2025 AI super cycle. So what it comes on down to is we are going to have multiple different cycles in AI. We are going to have number one, hardware, number two, software, and number three, services. This is already past what most people even understand. When most traders say that they invest into AI, they are loving AI because they have invested into hardware. Hardware is nvidia. NVIDIA chips, the actual chips of AI. Think about it as the gold rush. Back in the 1800s, we had hundreds of thousands of people flock on over to Northern California as they had hopes and dreams of being able to strike gold over in the countryside and saying, hey, I did it. I was just able to become a multi-millionaire and I have struck gold. Most people never struck gold. But who made the most money? The person selling the shovels, the person who had the hardware, selling the shovels of selling the hopes and dreams. That's what NVIDIA has been. NVIDIA has been, if you want to get involved in AI, we have the shovels, AKA we have the chips. And it's worked on Meta. It's worked on Amazon. It's worked on Google. It's worked on Tesla. It's worked on everyone. Where if you want to get involved in the AI craze, you got to come on over and you got to be able to buy chips. And that's why NVIDIA has been able to thrive over the last 2 years, or 3 years, we'll say, 2022 into 2025. But I believe we are about to see a major jump. And hardware has been incredible. This is the chips. But the thing is next, we want to see an actual use case. Use case. The number one argument out of the bears that say AI is garbage, AI is not real, is they don't have anything to actually look towards and say, oh wow, these billions of dollars of investments are actually leading towards profitable companies now. The only thing that we've been able to see, essentially, again, there's other things, but let's just say the number one thing has been ChatGPT. ChatGPT has set the tone. Now, the way it works as, let's say, the American public or in the investor public is when we see something that actually works, that's when the money floods into it. So it really came on down to ChatGPT came on out. People said, wow, this is incredible. AI is a real thing. Everyone flooded over into the AI chip craze. Now, the number one thing that traders want to see now is Meta, where's the profits from your AI? Google, where's the profits from your AI? Amazon, where's the profits from your AI? We actually want to be able to see where's the use of the billions of dollars of investments out of these AI chips. And this is what I think is going to be happening over the next 3 years. I believe over 2025 to 2028, we are going to be seeing 2028. There we go. We are going to be seeing the software cycle, this super cycle take on over. So really what we're trying to do is not that we're looking for the next NVIDIA, but we're looking to see which company is going to take NVIDIA's place in the super cycle. And so are you saying, oh, Deck, well, the chips are going to die on off? No. This is a great part of it. You could still stay in the hardware cycle if you would like to. You could still sit back in the hardware cycle and say, hey, chips are still in demand. Chips are still going to be hot. I 100% agree with you in that aspect, that chips will remain hot. Chips are going to stay in demand. And if you want to get involved in NVIDIA, that's a great company. And as you guys know, I love AMD. It's a company that I just actually bought in the public account, put about $12,000 in on this play over on Friday. So when we are looking for what's software, we are actually looking for what can investors see that makes these billions of dollars in investments worthwhile towards us. So which company is now going to have the best software of AI that's going to give us a visual demonstration on what actually works? Well, where have we actually seen this already? Well, it's the reason why Palantir went so crazy in 2024. Palantir was the number 3 best investment on the S&P 500 in 2024. That's pretty remarkable. That's pretty awesome to be able to see. I jumped in on Palantir back at $29 and I got out at $69 because I was talking about this over on tradecaster.com where I live stream every single day to all of our members saying, Palantir, it's the software cycle. You could go on Google, you could type in whatever you want. Let's just head on over here right now. And this was something I was looking at a very long time ago where we have our three different three different cycles here. Global artificial intelligence market in 2020 to 2030. Services, software, hardware. Hardware is chips. Software is going to be the actual software to be able to build a service and then be able to see who's going to actually apply these softwares and be able to make the best service possible. So we just went through the last 3 years of hardware. Now the next 3 years is going to be the software cycle. And that's what you got to get through your mind right now. Don't be late. Don't be a person that's saying to themselves, well, I'm just going to stick with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is great. NVIDIA is absolutely fine. But don't you want to try to find the play that's going to make the next 1,000% gains over the next 2 to 3 years? So I want to go over them. Number one, Palantir still. Palantir is a great play. Doesn't matter where you look, people talk about Palantir, and for good reason. But do not buy, to me, at $80. I will say right now that I believe Palantir will cross over $110 by the end of 2025. By the end of 2025, I believe Palantir is going to be above $110. But I would not buy it right now. There will be pullbacks. There will be drops. After a stock goes on a 300% climb, you will see opportunities to be able to get involved in this play. Sub $65 would be absolutely incredible on Palantir, and I really do believe Palantir is going to be a company that's going to consistently move on up. But there will be pullbacks, and I'm never going to tell you just buy at the very tippity top, even though I do think there is massive upside going forward. Another company that a lot of us know, it's not a little penny stock, I'm looking for profitable companies, is going to be Microsoft. Now, this is the number one thing I like about Microsoft here. Take a look at what has happened over the last 12 months. Microsoft really hasn't been spiking. Microsoft really hasn't been going crazy. Microsoft really hasn't been going on these monster runs. And it's almost because they skipped all of cycle one. What was cycle one? Hardware, buy the chips. What did Microsoft do instead, which was very interesting? They said, let's just go right to cycle number two. Let's just jump right over to the software. Well, what have they been investing in? They have been putting hundreds of billions of dollars into OpenAI. Now, OpenAI, this is a company that's not available to trade at this moment on the stock market. They actually made the actual use case. They actually made what? ChatGPT. So OpenAI made ChatGPT. The moment investors actually saw ChatGPT, that's when people said, wow, okay, AI is real. Let's go ahead and buy chips. So OpenAI's ChatGPT led to the entire chip craze. So what did Microsoft do? Microsoft said, you know what? Instead of us buying chips and trying to make all this crazy AI and, let's just keep investing into ChatGPT or investing into OpenAI and let's go ahead and make a partnership with them. Let's invest with them and try to be able to get the best software so that when everything is all caught up and the chips are done and people are making money, let's be the leader in this. So I believe over the next, few months, we could see Microsoft really take on off, especially as OpenAI comes out with new developments, not only in ChatGPT, but for some new upcoming models. It definitely gets me excited how that we have been seeing Microsoft not really take advantage of this crazy AI hype cycle, but instead consolidating and holding and getting tighter and tighter, which I believe could lead towards a monster spike in the future whenever OpenAI comes out with its next generation of ChatGPT or maybe a new thing, a new model, a new idea that we just don't know yet. But it's very exciting to think about this where Microsoft has been skipping the chip cycle and kind of going straight to the software cycle, going straight to the source, which started off this entire craze to begin with. So, Palantir, amazing software, commercial contracts, government contracts. Microsoft, again, incredible, most valuable company in the world, but also investing into the number one use case, which has been over on ChatGPT. And then a lot of people have also been really picking on up over on Salesforce. A lot of people are saying Salesforce is getting a lot of great software. Their AI software is going to be extremely viable. It's going to be extremely useful. It's going to be extremely resourceful. And this is going to be a company that you are going to want to be able to keep on watch and be able to do your due diligence on CRM. But if you're asking me right now at this moment, Deck, what do you believe is going to be happening over the next few years? I think it really comes on down to this very simple model. Everyone got excited when we learned about ChatGPT. Everyone saw ChatGPT and said, what the heck? This is the most insane type of Google we've ever seen in our lives. So everyone went chip crazy. The chips have been flying. We know again, nvidia has basically just been running the show shows selling shovels out of, again, the AI gold rush. Now, investors are starting to get a little tired. They're saying, where has these billions of dollars gone? We actually want to see what now? We want to see profit. So where's the profit going to come from? Okay, guys, we know you're getting tired. We know investors are getting a little fed up, not actually seeing profit and only seeing investments. So we are now going to be building the software that's actually going to be able to turn into profit, turn into credibility, turn into our use case. And the software companies that we absolutely love are going to be Microsoft, is going to be Palantir, is going to be Salesforce, CRM. And then these plays eventually are going to lead about 3 years down the road. They are going to lead towards the best services. Who's going to use Microsoft's platform or Palantir's platform or Salesforce platform to be able to be the most resourceful and be able to make their company the most amount of profit? So can you see how we are basically going down the line here? Can you guys see how we have to be able to go to the next step? Sure, chips are going to stay hot. Chips will stay in high demand. But what I want you guys to realize is how we have to go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. We can't just stay on step 1 and invest billions of dollars forever and not expect to see a big downturn if companies aren't actually making a profit from them. So that's going to be extremely important for you guys. Now, that's going to be wrapping it up over on this video, but I do want to be able to go over right here. I'll take a screenshot of this. This is my public account that I'm trading, and I want to keep you guys up to date on everything that I'm doing in my public account. So starting on off with my public account, I do have $75,000 in the account at this moment. Now on Friday, just 3 days ago, is when I started buying in for my 2025 public portfolio here. I got involved on AMD. I bought AMD at the price of $123. It's actually up towards $125. I was already able to make $461, and that was an investment of $12,000. I did jump in over on BWXT Technologies. I got in at $113.07. Stock is currently at $113.50. I did put in $5,000, and then I did put in Nike. I jumped in on this play at $73.49. It dropped about 18 cents with a very small loss of $18, and I put in $7,000 here. I will let you guys know right now, I'm not going to be heavily invested in Nike. Maybe I'll get this up towards about $10,000 or so on any sort of big dip and drop, but I'm going to be sticking with the theme of AI. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, AI's been here for so long. What do you mean we're going to stick with the theme of AI? We just went over the entire video. We know that the Magnificent Seven, if that is Tesla, if that is Google, if that is Amazon, if that is Meta, you guys get the gist. They're all with AI. We have to look for the next step of AI. The next step of AI is going to be software. So again, we want to be investing heavily into software. So we have my AMD play, that's going to be chips. BWXT play, that's going to be the SMRs, that's going to be nuclear to power AI. And now I'm going to start getting involved heavily over into Microsoft or Salesforce or Palantir. These are 3 companies that I'm going to start allocating the $75,000 account towards for the software cycle. You have to be ready for this. You do not want to miss the software cycle. So please understand, 2025 is not about hardware anymore. It's not about chips. Chips will stay in demand, but we want to be going into the hardware or the software cycle, as we get ready for this monster 12 months coming on up. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Smash that thumbs on up, get excited, get motivated, and I'll see you guys over in chat. If you guys want to watch me live trade every single day, go ahead, tradecaster.com in the description below. Join our 3,000 person trading community. I live trade everything, show you guys what to buy, what to sell, how to be able to invest the right way, and you guys can trade with me every single day over on tradecaster.com. I'll see you guys then.